Rowe Jukebox 45 RPM mechanism. How does it work? Well, watch this Todd's tips and find out, plus the R90 Jukebox we sold. But first, we got an interesting gift from a YouTube viewer. Let's start.
God, he's starving. He's
Something. Now we know it says "Make Life Sweeter," baked by Melissa. Okay.
I like it already. It says baked.
And it says perishable goods. We don't know what this is.
Could be wine.
Could be somebody's head.
Thanks for getting baked by Melissa.
Oh, I like getting baked by Melissa.
Oh, you want to get baked by Melissa. Your wife better not find out about that.
Listen, I know the jukebox is coming. Just a second. We're going to see what came.
What is
Please reuse me and my ice packs. Okay. Oh, ice packs. Okay.
Put them in the freezer.
Good grief. What is this?
Wow, what's in there? Holy cow. Look at that.
What's that? These in the freezer.
Chocolates? Always use these.
I don't know. Oh.
What is it?
Little cupcakes.
Oh, look at that.
They're diet cupcakes.
Okay, well, let me
Diet
see.
cupcakes.
Here we are.
When did you ever hear of a diet cupcake?
Just a little treat to
some
say
tiny.
thanks to you all for getting my the Asteroids guy. It's Jerry. Jerry.
Well, these are like the K-cups you put in your coffee.
Just a little treat to say thanks to you all for getting my Asteroids game ready so quickly. This may have been my first TNT teacher, but it won't be my last. He's going to buy more games.
So you add water and they get bigger.
Baked by Melissa. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my
They're
God.
little guys. Well, we got to
tell the Girl Scout? Just add water.
look. You got to try one of these.
You drop a thing of water on it, it gets bigger.
This is a box.
Don't leave it in there for the party coming in.
No,
They'll be gone.
no, these will be going quick. Jerry, we're going to eat one. I got coffee on the machine.
Say Walter will be here in like 20 minutes. They'll all
Better
be
eat them
gone.
all before Walter.
Todd's just gonna go like this.
Good thing Frank's not here forgetting whatever.
The
Plastic would have been gone.
The cupcakes that are coming back from his tip won't be here. He's gonna make it.
There we are.
Uh-oh, it's open.
Oh, it's a lid. Okay, look.
It's a lid. He couldn't get
Gentlemen.
the lid open.
All right.
Fine or nay?
Oh, it tells you right here.
Oh my God.
It's a 25 pack. Tie-dye, red velvet, cookie dough, triple
dough.
fudge, peanut butter and jelly. These are peanut butter and jelly.
That
Wow.
looks good.
Let's say cookie
Look at that
dough.
triple
That's cookie
chocolate
No, it says
fudge.
peanut
That's
butter.
got to be
That's
triple
got cookie
chocolate
dough on
fudge.
top. That's cookie
know.
dough.
Cookies
Come
and
on.
cream. That's cookies
Steven,
and
come
cream.
over here, young man.
I'm
right,
going.
I'm
I'm
gonna try this.
making a play right
Cookie
here.
dough.
All right, let's see what Melissa's going on.
I'm going.
Oh my God.
Triple chocolate fudge.
Oh.
Crazy.
This should be a lot bigger.
You didn't add
said-
water.
Oh my God. Delicious. Woo.
Gone.
What? You're supposed to savor it.
That's why I
did.
I'm just going to chew it.
In my mouth.
Jerry, that was really nice of you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Wow.
It's awesome, man.
No?
Oh,
There's
they're
anything
so
in
good.
Wow, these are good.
Ask Wallace if he wants one.
Let's get Wallace again.
Chocolate chip pancake or cookies and cream.
We didn't get peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Oh, all the 8 of these.
Go
should be
ahead,
there.
Wallace. We want to see. This is
I think
from
they're there.
Wallace. You worked on this man's Asteroids, and this is your
I
reward.
know we have cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Cookies and
Come
cream.
on over here, young man.
Which one? Which one did the peanut butter and
They're
jelly?
not on there.
No, no, that one's not there.
Yeah, we didn't get them.
This is the triple tie-dye. The red velvet I
That's
had
the
was
triple
delicious.
tie-dye.
That's the red velvet, really good.
What do you
And
think?
the triple chocolate fudge would be this one. Let's see, what's that one?
That's a mint cookie.
That's a mint cookie, and
What do
this
you
one's
think,
cooked.
young
That's
man?
cookies and cream. There,
What do you think, young
they're
man?
really good though. You
well.
can't lose.
Red paint.
Okay, here I go.
Here he goes, and you can have some coffee with that too, young man.
You add water to get bigger.
Wallace enjoyed getting your Asteroids ready. So I guess we better go back and show you that jukebox now. Well, before I show you the Rowe Jukebox, I thought it would be nice to show you the mechanism that these are running on. It's really nice what they do inside. But first, we took this out. This is one we actually junked because there were problems with the case. The cabinet was bad. This is a working mechanism. Do you see how it floats? It's on the patented floatomatic system. I made that up. Can't resist. But you see these 4 heavy springs, and this lets the mechanism float freely away and not be part of the action in the bar. People jumping around. Then when the needle is tracking on the record, the jukebox can give a little and the needle won't skip. Very clever. It also isolates the rumbling, courtesy of these rubber stoppers. So this is actually underneath and assures that you won't get any feedback from the tone arm. This is very elaborate equipment. I've seen people post stuff that jukeboxes don't handle records well and all this nonsense. That's not true. The jukebox is designed to play the average 45 1,000 times, okay? 1,000 times. And that's through the use of a real diamond needle. Okay, now, a industry standard was a Shure 44 cartridge here. It's a wonderful stereo cartridge. Needle slides out. This is a very worn and dirty needle because that used to be pure light blue before it was inside the smelly bar. Hey, look. Look. Now, this was a replacement needle that was white at some point. It had this cover in it. But this is an industry standard needle. They've been selling this needle for 40 years. You can still buy it new. I think they're like $12 on eBay. And it just slides in. As simple as can be. Like so. You just need less fat fingers, right, Frank? Like so. And you're done. The needle is weighed. See the weight here? This is pre-adjusted, but this can be set. So if you're real anal, you can put one of the little lifters in and get this exactly the way you want it. You can't have it too light. I remember some people would go to their house and you'd walk across the room and the needle would boing, boing, bounce across the record. And sort of like Jason Statham's The Mechanic. Remember, he had that high-power turntable that was tracking very lightly. These track at, I think, about 2 grams, 1 or 2 grams, and the records will last you forever. Now, it's safe to say the records that were in this machine, I'm going to pull a few out, they're fine. They're fine. Now, the records develop their scratches not from the needle, but being spun in the basket as they shift. Because, in fact, even though they can't completely prevent it, do you see the records do lean at some point on this arm? Now, a 45 record and an album are purposely pressed so the label part is a hair higher and the outside lip is a hair higher. So if you put the 2 records together, there's actually a space. The grooves really don't touch each other. It's just a shade off, but they were very clever. They did these plans, and they were very clever on how they did it. I thought they were. And that way the records can have the least amount of scratches. I remember buying these. They were 79 cents, I guess when I was 10 or 11. I would buy one, I get a hit side, and I get a no hit side. And you know, they're 99 cents now if you buy a record on iTunes. So not much has changed, but you at least can physically hold them. And these records are designed to last forever. Anyway, there, you got a quick, let me go over a little more about this turntable. The reason we like Rowe Jukeboxes so much, there's only 2 motors. There's one motor that kicks in and spins the basket. I bypassed it because by hitting this relay over, I can now spin the basket. Okay? The second motor pulls the record out and slaps it down and then brings the arm over to set on the needle. Now look, as it passed over this, do you see this little bump? That raises the needle up so it does not scrape the record. Okay, so as it goes over, the needle just barely clears the metal plate, and then it sits down on the record. That's something. And look, they even put a brush to wipe the needle off. Do you remember how, you may remember your parents, or even you, doing this to wipe the dirt off the needle. And you hear that as you do it. You don't hear that in a jukebox, because this circuit here tells the jukebox when to turn on the amplifier, okay, and when to turn it off. It doesn't turn the amp on until the needle is actually on the record. As a matter of fact, if you listen, come closer to Frank. Those are micro switches. This machine has just 2. There's so few parts in this. You know, all these older jukeboxes had 1,000,000 parts in them, 1,000,000 switches, all kinds of stuff. But because of the advent of the computer, this can control so many things. This gets its signals from the master computer, and it goes down into the mechanism control computer. Who's that? Ah! You recognize Frank's little one, huh? But she's big. You're getting out of what grade now, young lady?
I'm in 2nd grade.
2nd grade. That's pretty good, huh? Where's your baby sister?
In the car waiting for you, Dad.
Rose
I'll be out in a
petal, rose petal.
Tell Mommy I'm filming. I'll be right up.
We'll be right. We'll take a break in between.
Yeah,
So we'll be right up. We're gonna finish this sequence.
Your favorite color.
Awesome. I love it.
My favorite color is flat black. Just kidding. Oh, I frightened her. Oh, she's running away. I do that with kids, Frank.
You do that with adults too.
Oh, she's coming back. She's not frightened.
Wow.
Is that a beer or which one?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Coors Light.
anyway, by the way, here's some interesting other facts. See, right, Frank, show over here. This controls, see this here? That's the height.
You can't see anything with your fat fingers in the way.
See this here? You can adjust it. That's the height that it allows the arm to pick up to clear the metal bracket. So that allows it.
Yes. Tell Mommy I'm filming. I'll be right up.
Do you see the camera?
Nobody gives a your stupid camera. Let's finish this up.
All right, look. Be all flustered. After the record goes to the end, okay, if you look over here, do you see this sensor here? This sensor here tells the record is over. There's a little, I can't really show it. I don't have a pen, Frank. I have this. I can point here. Right here, this tells the record is over, and it clicks it. Now this won't, because this is actually broken, but the one in the box you're going to see is working. And you can adjust this so it adjusts when the record rejects. I have a video up showing you how to adjust this. This single screw lets you adjust when the record reaches the last groove, and then the needle will come up and it'll come all the way over, and then it'll bring it all the way over to the resting position and dump the record back in. Another coil kicks in, and it looks for the next record. And by the way, all that's done, let me show you something, by this. You see this right here? This is attached to an optic wheel. Okay, there's an actual optic inside this that senses where the basket is. And guess what the optic's job is? It's to count how many notches are in the record player, are in the where the record is. There's the optic right there. Can you see it? Right there. See this? Oh, is your light on? Move over a little bit. There it is, right there. See that? Do you see the notches below? Well, when this turntable turns on, it starts to spin. It figures out where record 1 is by spinning. In this case, it's actually 00. As soon as it doesn't detect a notch, the computer shuts it off. And now the jukebox counts each notch to find record 30. So it would count 30 notches, find record 30, pull it out. Now, if you wanted to play the flip side, one of these two relays, the computer would trigger it, and when the arm brought the record out, the arm, it would trigger, one of these relays would click, and it would bring the arm so it would flip the other way instead. So instead of going this way, roll down the gear box, it would actually flip the other way. I'm trying to see where I can flip that. I don't think I have my fat fingers in there, Frank, to flip it. I wanted everybody to see. Well, the paired double gears, it'll either put the record down here, or it'll put the record down the other way. I can't get my big fingers in there, Frank. They're big. Pretty neat, huh? And by the way, they put this button here to reject the songs if you're not playing them. And let's see what. Oh, there's meters. Look, that's how much cash came in. It actually counts nickels and pennies. The two white numbers are the like loose change nickels. It'll count. You could actually put 5 nickels in for a quarter, and then this here is your total plays. That's how many actual records played on this machine. Oh boy, that's a lot. These mechanisms will play forever. Everything is so well made. It's just beautiful equipment. It really is. And once again, why we like it so much is because there's the least amount of moving parts. This control board is practically never goes bad. And you know what the biggest problem is? Leaky batteries. Now the later models here use a lithium battery, but lithium does leak, just a little. But lithium will leak after 20 or so years. So, but boy, those NiCad batteries, Frank, they were awful. Well, anyway, I think we're ready to show you the real jukebox where we're going to put this brand new needle in. Unless we should, Frank, do you think I should put these old needles on eBay? All right, let's move on to the real box. Karen? There she is. The
Where's
Rowe
Karen?
R90. Karen's watching.
Oh, you said Karen, there she is. I don't see Karen anywhere.
No, there she is. The jukebox is the jukebox is a she. Look at this. The Rowe R90. You saw the mechanism. That wonderful mechanism they used for years and years. This has been repainted. The blue, the factory blue, and then the sides have been repainted black. We've taken it apart and cleaned it. Now, you can't get any parts for this. There's just no graphics or anything, so you have to do whatever patching you can. But these are 74 blinker bulbs. Oops!
4 or 3?
74. 73 and 74 are almost identical. They have the tiniest variance in brightness. That's the only difference. And there's also these in the front. And it gets that mirror effect courtesy of the mirror behind it.
Wow, that's pretty neat. A mirror effect courtesy of a mirror.
The bulbs are in the blinking mode. There's a circuit board. I had the board around here. Anyway, there's a circuit board that runs them. You could set them to blink like this when no one's playing it. You're going to have them on solid if you want, or you can have them off. Now, when the jukebox plays, you can have them blink in time to the music, or you can just have them continue the normal blinking pattern. I guess it's a 3-channel. This is a 3-channel. Pretty much the standard. Now, these, of course, use these lifts here. The lifts never, ever held the jukebox lid up. Never did. They assist. The jukebox head is so heavy that they assist and help you. You have to put these in. Now, this little part I just snapped in, you need to buy a new one. Hap Control sells them, and in the description, I'll have a link to where you can order them. They're very cheap. Hap Controls, you can buy them. We always buy a couple dozen of them. I always have them on hand here.
What happens when you don't put it in there?
Oh, my head. It fell on my head. Actually, see these lovely little spikes will fall in your head and you will not be happy. Frank, I wonder if we should take them out. I think we'll leave the one in the center and we'll take these out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take those out before we ship this jukebox. So there's less of a risk of you hurting your head. Now, they designed this thing for really easy access. By the way, this is the old dollar bill system. They never were, although the lights are on, we don't do anything with these because we can't get any parts for them anymore. But because it was still in the machine, we left it there. Oh, there's the note there, 73 or 74, or equivalent, which is a 74. Tells you the blinker bulbs. Let's go over a few things. So this is not used. See, the test doesn't even work. Nothing's spinning in it. So we don't worry about that, but we leave it in. This is the computer. This is the heart and soul of the machine. And it tells you, oh, by the way, do you see the video? This was also used if you had a video jukebox. You could have it on video mode, and it used to have 2 Betamax tapes in it. They actually had this set up to do videotape. I haven't had one of those jukeboxes in so long. That came and went real quick. But 2 Betamax videotape machines, so you could play not only records, you could also have video running at the same time. What a mess that was. That I think that lasted 2 years. Anyway, we'll have to figure out if we ever get a box and we'll do a video on it. Let's go over a few more things. There's extra taps here if you want to add speakers and things. It's set up now for the volume control inside the jukebox, but you can actually have a remote volume control if you want. You open this up to get access to these components. This is that big giant, this controls all the little bulbs. Okay, there's your switch to set what you want, the brightness, sensitivity. So we have the sensitivity, how you want it to be blinking to the music. We have it set just right. Now here's the interesting thing. It gets its signal. See this here? This is the input. This is how the jukebox knows to beat in time to the music. There's no microphone. This connects into the amplifier through this cable. Okay, it's an input cable. And it gets the vibrations from the music, sends it in here, and then this sends the signals out. This is for the top of the jukebox light bulbs, and this is for the front door light bulbs. And then, so this controls that. We rebuilt this. We put some new parts in. We went through the amplifier. Chris went through the amplifier and put some new parts in that, reheated all the cold solder joints. And the same is true with your power supply. This supplies all the roll voltages. There's LEDs that tell you how to do it. These are the taps here to add extra speakers. Okay? Now, see here, 70 volt line? That's if you wanted to run speakers out to your swimming pool, but you didn't want the volume to be lost over that long run. So they used the 1940 system, 70 volt line, invented back in 1940, still used today. Great system. It sends the speaker goes all the way out, 70 volts. The speaker converts it with a little transformer. You used to be able to buy them at Radio Shack for $10. That drops it back to wattage, low voltage. And there you have a long speaker run and not tax your amplifier. That was a great idea. It's still in use today. Look, you push these clips, the door swings open, okay? There are catches to hold the door so it doesn't fall on your foot, okay? That's if you have to get in here. These little tiny bulbs, it's a mess to service them. You have to take it all apart. What a mess. However, they make it simpler as they can. There are plugs. This is the little bulbs plug. That's the speaker plug, and the 110 volts for the two fluorescent lights. We have 3 new bulbs in this whole operating. Now, see how nice and bright it is in here? There's our mechanism. Our mechanism is floating. It will not be floating when it arrives at this man's house because we are going to tighten this screw and this screw down. That way the mechanism is going to be nice and steady. But when he gets it set up in the room he wants to put it in, he wants it to float like this, see? Okay, so that's what he wants because he doesn't want any feedback. Right now this is putting up a ton of bass. So we have the bass down, I think at halfway. But he can run extra speakers all over the house and really crank this thing up. This thing will put out a lot of power. Now, I have what do we have a record in it? At 110. Now, I want to show you something. This is going with the jukebox. Come over here. Inside this jukebox, I couldn't believe my eyes. Look, an extra belt, extra pins, fuses, a price card. Oh, the warranty card. New Jersey. I wonder how long ago they moved away from Jersey. Let's see what else here. There's accessory equipment. And protect your equipment, keep it out of direct sunlight. And we get that when we buy a TV set. These are stickers to change your prices on your pricing card. And look, the piece of gold, the manual. Baby, that's thick. Isn't that nice? And then this is a really neat little thing. A little pocket. Tell you what the problem is. Guide. See, you can flip in here and you can see no sound, always muted, central control computer. It's one of those, I guess, dummy manuals that doesn't tell you that. All this is in a packet that goes on the front of the machine when it's shipped. What's in here? Oh, look, replacement sockets. Look at that for the little light bulbs. You know what? I'm willing to bet that this pot was treated very nicely over the years. What do you think? I told you about it earlier. If I turn the jukebox off, like so, off, then we turn it back on, like so. Okay, oh, by the way, the jukebox always comes up with an error. It says error 30. Okay? Now the error 30 is the bill acceptor, just so you know. That's what I meant to say. I almost got off that. Now watch, I'm going to make a selection. 110. Well, the jukebox has no idea where it is right now, but it just passed the home sensor point, and now it's counting. It's going to count to the 10th record, okay, and stop. So in other words, at the 0 point, that's where that notch is. The jukebox then knew where it was. Then it could play your record. See how nice? I always love the look of a turntable. Belt drive, of course.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soda, Steve.
By the way, some people say this. I can't play more than 29 seconds. So I'd love to play that through. Some people say, oh, the jukebox, they don't have to play, exactly 45 RPMs. That's nonsense. A jukebox, a record player, every single jukebox or record player in the world should be playing at exactly the right speed. Do you know back in the 40s, they used to supply a strobe disc that you put on there and then you'd see it under fluorescent light? And you could set the speed exactly right. Who wants the record to be playing at 44 RPMs or 46 RPMs? That's some guy said that. And I said, no, that's nonsense. Of course they're going to play exactly at the right speed. And once again, you want it to sound good, so you make sure you have a nice fresh needle in. A brand new needle in there. Isn't that nice? They have a little bit more fine cleanup to do on this. It's beautiful though, isn't it, Frank? Mm-hmm. We're shipping this out tomorrow. We ship all around the world now. Now, the shipping on this is $300. If you're on the West Coast, it generally costs $325 to $350. Depends on where you are. But if you're in Australia, Melbourne, for instance, or you're in England, near London, wherever in the world, we can ship for only $600 by sea. People say, why is it so cheap? Well, the ships come over to America full. They go back pretty empty. So they have this great deal to ship equipment. Pretty much anything. To ship it back overseas, it's actually pretty cheap. You have to put it on a heat-treated pallet, okay? Now, I don't know why, since what you're putting on the pallet doesn't have to be heat-treated. It has to be on that, and you wrap it, strap it firmly. It takes about 6 weeks by sea to get to the port. We've never had anything damaged by sea, never. I've had stuff damaged on the truck going, 3 states away, but never over to Melbourne. That's on the other side of the world. Hey guys, we got a lot of fans in Melbourne. As a matter of fact, one of my waitresses from Daddy Pops met someone on Facebook. Hi, Kathy. She watches the channel, and she up and left and went to Melbourne. Now she's living in Melbourne. She's been there now for 2 years. She loves it there. She's on the other side of the world. Frank, I think we've covered a lot. I'll tell you what, because we want to get out of here soon. How about if you pack your stuff up, and I'm going to go up front because I want to show everybody this rock pinball. Hey, give me a close-up. This is a close-up. Here, come on in. This is Ray. Turn the camera. There we go. Walt is filming now. Ray is coming up, and do you know why Ray is here tonight? Well,
Pizza Hut.
That's right. It's Pizza Hut night. Now, what I do is I treat Ray to Pizza Hut because he worked for a little bit and he put some light bulbs in this. We put some LEDs. This is actually going out for a summer rental. Now look, I want you to see this. Walt, look at this, see? We sold this to these folks way back in '98. They just traded it in. This isn't our black and white sticker. This is our black and red. I took a step up and then I went to the full color one later. And this is a Stan Harris machine. Do you see why? That's right, R, and then what's the double? Oh gosh, the dash. It's not a dash.
Equal sign?
It's equal sign, yes, equal sign. Whenever you see R equal sign OCK like that, that means it's a Stan Harris. Now, we never really understood this. I told this story before. Stan Harris was a local vendor, and they had these old typewriters for years, and then they finally upped to a Selectric typewriter, which is probably what this was typed on. And this old lady, all she did all day long was type instruction cards like this. Stan Harris wanted his cards typed. He didn't want to use the factory cards. He saved them in case he needed them. God. And so can you imagine he paid somebody to type instruction cards and score high score cards for every machine that they had. Every machine that they had. Do you know who this is? This is a little girl that's going to get the spanking of a lifetime.
Not sure if you're allowed to spank these days.
We don't tell anybody about it. Anyway, so that's the history. This is a Stan Harris piece. We must have acquired it, obviously, in the 90s. She loves playing at TNT. Do you know if you're an employee, you get to have one free party a year. If you have children, if you have 2 children, you get one free party a year. If you have 6 children, you get one free party a year.
I take as many parties as I want. What are you going to do about a fat boy?
Fat boy?
Didn't think so.
Now that's not even the pot. Look at the size of that thing.
That's called, I am fat. That's why I can
You're going to have to go to your wide-angle lens there.
a lot more than that.
Wide angle lens. Anyway, this is going to be ready for the summer rental. Oh, you know what? It still has the factory Mylar on it. Thank God. It still has the factory Mylar. But this is a really great game. So we'll have this available for sale at the end of the summer.
Ugh.
Do you know why I'm putting this out on rental? Because Gottlieb single lever games never break down. You can put these in a store, single level, maybe the bolo gets stuck, but you have, these are the most reliable games on planet Earth. The systems before like 88, I guess 87. So that's why we like Gottlieb's on rentals. You just learned something else. They're learning too much. Well, I think it is time to go to Pizza Hut.
Yay!
Now, we can go real quick like this. Well, here we are at Pizza Hut. This boy is very satisfied. Onions, garlic bread, garlic,
Can I say
bacon,
goodnight?
yes, and pepperoni and breadsticks. And yes, Amanda is going to officially end the video. Go ahead, baby.
Good night.